Biden trumped the last guy on the world stage today at the NATO summit. Listen to this.
The leadership of the Republican Party is fractured. I think it is a shock and surprise that what's happened in terms of the consequence of President Trump's phony populism has happened. And it is disappointing that so many of my Republican colleagues in the Senate, who I know better, have been reluctant to take on, for example, an investigation because they're worried about being primaried.
On the world stage, Biden blames phony populism for undercutting an insurrection investigation and called out irrational resistance on the right like this. If you heard the latest from Senator Ron Johnson, rioters on January 6th weren't rioting. They were staying within the roped lines and were in a jovial mood. So no one breached the Capitol. The Trump-appointed FBI director did not call it an act of terror. Trumpers and Putin, another topic at NATO, seem to back each other. Listen to Putin.
They came to the Congress with political demands. Isn't that persecution for political opinions?
First, irony. Putin saying that this was okay. Can you imagine what he would have had done to people attacking the Kremlin as they did the Capitol? Look, but the play that the right is too quick to comfort not just Putin but his playbook is an interesting one. Take a look at Senate Minority Leader McConnell. What did he defend today? The secret seizure of personal records of fellow members of Congress by Trump's DOJ. Listen.
And our colleagues are among the same Democrats who spent years demanding repeated investigations of a Republican president while turning a blind eye to the clear abuses of power that infected the investigation of his campaign. So any outrage from Democrats that alleged criminal leaks within their own ranks rightly drew the attention of federal investigators rings completely hollow. It's particularly disappointing that our colleagues have taken to attacking former Attorney General Bill Barr over investigative decisions that occurred when he wasn't there yet. A witch hunt in the making.
So the first thing for you to remember is this. McConnell just showed you the game. I'm not going to take offense to something that I would if Democrats did it, because I don't believe they police their own the way I'd like them to. So even if the investigation that I'm referring to, that I don't like what they did with it, is nothing compared to what we're looking at now, I won't have a principled position, because that's the game. Hate the other side, blame the other side, and that's enough. The position is opposition. I'm against them. That's the game. And look, we know the fact. I don't like that they're going after Bill Barr. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. He played the game too and hooked up President Trump for you. Barr reordered gag orders. Fact. Demanded leak investigations be continued. Fact. Doesn't matter if he likes that people are looking at Barr with scrutinous eye or not. That's the fact. The real play here, though, is for McConnell to squash any real probe of what happened about anything that could be dangerous to his own power. Okay? So he can't have you look at the Department of Justice. He can't have you look at January 6th. Those could be bad for him. There is no shame in his game, and that's why I don't get why you people, especially in the media, find it shocking that he threatened again today to block another potential Supreme Court nominee if there's a vacancy in Biden's term, and it happens when McConnell is in control of the Senate. Listen.
I think in the middle of a presidential election, if you have a Senate of the opposite party of the president, you have to go back to the 1880s to find the last time a vacancy was filled. So I think it's highly unlikely.
If you were back as the Senate Republican leader, and I hope you are, and a Democrat retires at the end of 2023, and there are 18 months, that would be the Anthony Kennedy precedent. Would they get a fair shot at a hearing? Not a radical, but a normal mainstream liberal.
Well, we'd have to wait and see what happens.
It's BS. There is no wait and see. You know exactly what would happen because you've seen the play before. He will lie if he's in the minority and say, oh, this is wrong what they're doing to us. Then if he's in the majority, he'll do exactly that, like he did with Merrick Garland. Lie, then deny, then defy, and do whatever is good for you and smile all the way through. That is the game. Biden is calling out the game. Good. But here's the real test. Can he and or the Democrats do anything about it?